Now to that new fallout over another plane incident, this one involving passengers and an American Airlines flight attendant. It started with a disagreement over a stroller and ended with that flight attendant under investigation. ABC's David Curley has those details for us. Good morning, David.
Morning, Robin. The Flight Attendants Union is wondering whether the passenger who inserted himself into that disagreement should be investigated as well. And the flight attendants are saying this is a sign of rising tensions in packed planes. This latest cabin confrontation raising more questions about airline customer service. The mother boarding in San Francisco Friday with young children and a double-wide stroller.
She wasn't letting go of the stroller. She was stressed, but she grabbed the stroller and maybe a little bit of the flight attendant's shirt.
Passengers say the flight attendant then forcefully removed that stroller, knocking the mother in the head and nearly striking one of her children.
I was very upset. I grabbed it and just pulled it and yanked it off, sort of violently yanked it, and stormed off the plane with it.
A distraught mother and another passenger jumping in.
Hey, bud, you do that to me and I'll knock you flat.
You stay out of this. Come on.
American Airlines immediately removed that crew member from duty and apologized, putting the mother on another flight, upgrading her to first class with a $1,000 voucher and a full refund, while that male passenger was making no apologies.
A baby almost got hurt. That's what just fired me up.
Flight attendant groups are drawing attention to what they call his threatening actions.
We don't have the full picture, and what's concerning to watch is that he was directly threatened by another passenger who also didn't have all of the information.
Oh my God! Look.
All this coming just days after a passenger was dragged off a United Airlines flight. Two examples of how the flying experience is changing for some.
These days, planes are jam-packed and nerves are frayed among the passengers.
These were two very incidents, United and American, but the United incident has prompted a congressional hearing, and undoubtedly, Robin, they'll be talking about what happened on this American Airlines flight as well.
And undoubtedly, we're going to talk to Dan Abrams about that, too. Thank you very much, David. So, the flight attendant facing any charges?
Unlikely, I think. I think that you would have to have literally had an assault. You do hear certain witnesses and the person who stepped in claiming that the flight attendant literally hit her with the stroller, but I can't believe anyone's going to claim that it was intentionally trying to hit her as opposed to just reckless or negligent in trying to remove the stroller from her.
Of course, everybody's still remembering, still talking about what happened on United Airlines a couple of weeks ago, but the two cases have nothing to do with one another.
Except that everyone's talking about it because of that case. I mean, that's why there's such a heightened sensitivity right now. I think without that other case, without the United case, this would just be considered a case of, look at this crazy video that happened on an airline. But right now, we're all highly attuned to what happens on airplanes. And so we're focusing on it. And it's not just a PR media issue. It does translate into legal, which means that more people may end up taking legal action than might have ordinarily been the case because there's so much focus on the issue.
From a PR standpoint, though, American Airlines gets a big OA compared to what United Airlines did at the beginning.
They took very swift action here. Now, the question is going to be, what does the flight attendant say? My guess that the flight attendant is going to say something like, I was simply trying to remove the stroller as is required by the FAA standards, and this guy steps in and starts going after me. Now, whether that's true or not, that's my guess as to what the flight attendant's position is going to be, because I think we really may see some sort of civil action here, either from the passenger who stepped in or from the woman who had the stroller taken, or maybe even from the flight attendant himself. You never know what could happen, but again, because so many people are focusing on this stuff, it does tend to lead to more legal allegations.
Yeah, and I have to agree. I was flying this weekend, West Coast, and you just can feel a difference. It's just a lot of tension.
A little more tense?
A little more tense, but everything was fine, but a little more tense, yeah. All right, Dan, thanks.